Losses determine your future. Write it down, guys. Every time you win a trade and you don't know how you won it, then you should worry.
Trading is boring, and you can't sell boredom. That's the thumbs up we wait for every single week. Yeah. Yo, what's up, guys? This is Nqobile Tembane from Top Traders South Africa, and I'm not sitting alone. I'm sitting with my amazing co-host.
Should I say my full name today?
I think today you have to.
I have to.
You have to today.
You sitting with No, doesn't sound good. Givens Kgasi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you. And we're not sitting alone. We've got Ghost in the building.
Hi.
Hey, what's up?
Oh,
Yeah.
nothing much. What's up with you guys? You guys good?
We good. Then we got the rest of the crew here. We got Jay, we got Khopotso in the building. Yeah, small crew, but hey, we operate like, hey.
Yeah.
1,000.
Yeah. It looks busy, by the way, the studio, man.
Yeah.
It's always busy here.
Always.
Always. Why is that?
Busy, Joe.
It looks so busy and serious.
I want to throw shade, Maga. Let me keep quiet today.
I want to hear it. Please, bro. Please. You have to.
Yo. Anyway, welcome to another installment of Industry Chats podcast, where we sit down and we discuss all things pertaining to the financial markets, and I think today we're going to be changing speed a whole lot. But before we get into that, how's everyone doing?
Ghosty?
I'm doing really well. How are
Really
you guys?
well. Why really well?
What happened?
Nothing is wrong.
Yeah.
That's why everything is good. Yeah.
Oh wow, that's a good answer.
Hey.
Yeah. I've got a I think I know how to respond now to people who ask you how I am.
Yeah.
That's a nice one, Ghosty.
Like
Thank you.
nothing is wrong.
Nothing is wrong, that's why I'm alright.
But there's always something wrong. Wait. The fact that my bank balance is not where it needs to be.
Tell me about it.
You're focusing on the wrong things.
Yeah, I think
Focusing on the wrong things.
No, it's always gonna be wrong. Something we're gonna spend the rest of our entire lives fixing. I know the traders here. It's why we're here. It's why we're discussing financial markets. It's why we're discussing. We're not selling financial freedom. I don't think we are. I don't think we are.
Yeah,
though.
no, we're not.
We're not.
No, I think we're more focused on being productive and giving information that can help you long term.
Yeah.
That's what
I
we're all
think
about.
also financial stability.
But are you enjoying episodes? Since this season is being hectic, ne?
Yeah, it's a lot. Every week.
Every week.
Homonad.
Yeah, no, I can imagine.
I've been learning a whole lot, eh?
Same here.
Yo, I've been learning a whole lot. Yo, a lot has been happening.
Yeah, it's being happening. Social media is buzzing, and a lot of people have got a lot to say. But I can't wait for November, man. I think most of this, a lot of people want clarity, but I think November should just come already.
Yeah.
So that people get their clarity.
OctaFX has launched a renaming campaign and rebranded as Octa. The campaign aims to showcase the brand development, including diversification of trading instruments for clients and implementation of new product features to make trading clear and accessible for everyone. OctaFX is changing their brand name to better match the variety of financial services they offer. Beyond just Forex, they also offer commodities, stock indices, and cryptocurrencies as well. Octa remains a reliable global Forex trading platform. Since 2011, it has offered a high-end trading experience to more than 40 million trading accounts in 180 countries. To celebrate Octa renaming, I'm going to give you the TTSA promo code TOPTRADER for 100% bonus to your deposit. The link is in the description. Trading made clear with Octa. People are going to get, y'all are going to get your clarity, because you know how they always say there's always two sides to every story.
Yeah.
In as much as I know, okay, guys, elephant in the room, we'll just address it quickly. Obviously we had the Market Master shoot with Andrew. He came on. He said a lot. Then the goats responded on their channel, but they still coming to the podcast. And I spoke to them. I'm like, nah, Chief, if you guys are coming here, gloves must come off. There's no topic that we cannot get into. So I think they really ready for that. I know we're shooting in Harties next month.
Yeah. Artists, are you ready? Are we inviting people over? Is it gonna be like the Soweto shoot?
Nah.
Not to avoid a lot of things. No, let's not have people there.
Yeah, we've got Kyra's confirmed. Andy the goat confirmed.
Is it? Did you confirm?
Show did.
Who?
I could apparently she's Kyra.
Oh. It's gonna be a lot of confusion on that day.
Yeah.
As well as the goats confirmed. Isaac is coming back. I know you guys.
Stacy is also coming.
Stacy.
Not yet.
Pending. Yeah,
okay.
that's pending. That's pending. And who else was there? I still need to talk to Jaguar. I know he's looking forward to coming to the podcast, but I think he's in KZN though, so might be we'll see how we can fix that. But apart from that, another week.
Yeah.
Another podcast.
Are you well though?
No, I'm good. I'm so good. Bro.
Yeah.
Like I'm so content with life right now.
Yeah.
Things are going well. Even, not everything is going well, but enough is going well to say that I'm good today, and I'm feeling very blessed to be here, to be giving you guys content week in, week out. And guys, today we're shifting gears a whole lot today. Probably saw by the title today. Today we're talking about trading psychology. I know it's industry chats. We'll talk about the industry, but I think this topic is very crucial, especially when it comes to the industry.
Yeah.
Especially when it comes to the industry, it's so important what we take in. I remember with Austin, we did the interview. Austin said that when you get actually I think it's over a couple of interviews I've done recently. People are like, nah, you get a course, delete social media.
Yeah.
You get them into delete social media. Why are they saying that? This is coming from the people who are teaching, mind you.
Yeah. I think we think the most important thing is just to go with what works for you.
Yeah.
And stop the comparison. Yeah, because some people will have a problem with that. Why should I delete social media? Why should I not look up to other mentors and all that? But I think we just have to now, I think the industry, man, we just have to grow up.
Yeah.
Do what works for you. And if it worked for you, it doesn't mean it will work for me. You understand? And it doesn't mean also if it worked for me or for you, what I'm doing it's not gonna work or it's wrong. And so we all have a winning formula. Just apply it the way you can apply it, and let's see how it goes.
Yeah, that's so powerful. I was reading something and it says, you must create a new version of yourself. Yeah. Just like a sculptor creates the likeness of a model.
Wow, it's powerful. It's powerful.
So what you're saying, basically, like you understand right now, especially when it comes to the market. I think it's very crucial that people really. You understand every moment in the market is unique.
Yeah.
So how you gonna be like someone else when every single moment in the market is unique?
Yeah.
Yes, we can see the mentors, we can see the people on Instagram, see the people driving the fancy cars, living the dream. And yes, you can aspire, but don't try and become like that very person.
Yeah.
Have your own goals, have your own dreams, chase your own thing, become your own person. Anyway, guys, mind you, today I've got this notepad.
What are you doing with that?
Notepad, guys. I've got a pen and a notepad today because we're touching on trading psychology.
Yeah.
But before getting to trading psychology, I want to start there.
Yeah.
I want to start there. Ghost, what's trading psychology? Just to put you on the spot.
Yeah.
Okay. I think it's the mindset that you have to have when you're trading. So sort of like controlling your emotions and controlling, like, don't be greedy and all of those things. I think, basically having, like, doing it for the right reasons, not just trading for the sake of it or trading because you want to get rich or become a millionaire in one day. Sort of get your mind right and also like be in the right headspace when you trade. I think that's what it is. Well,
where's my notebook?
You don't have one specifically for this. So, guys, if you guys don't know MJ, this is one of MJ's favorite topics of all time.
Yeah.
And I was like, today, you know what? Me today, I'm here.
Yeah.
I'm here. I'm writing because I want to listen. I want to hear. I want to learn stuff.
Yeah.
And obviously, you guys should also do the same. Pause. Get your notepad, your pen. For real. I know we're taking a very different speed, but like, in as much as we're taking a very different speed today, I think it will very much, how can I put this, contribute to how you contribute as a player in the industry. That's what's up. MJ.
So yeah, it's like we're having a masterclass now.
Basically, a masterclass.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, but like, let's actually get into it because I have an issue right now. I feel like people use trading psychology to sell seminars.
Oh yeah. I've seen it's some. I think we are now using the trading psychology as we are forming a product out of it, so that it's sellable at the end of the day. But it's not really scalable.
That is true.
Educational business, any business that has to do with education, at the end of the day, it's not scalable because it needs you to do the work. If you're not there, then the business is not there. So if you're not there, the business cannot generate anything. But I think we have now formed it to be a product because we want to sell it.
Yeah, and it's what a lot of people are struggling with the most.
Yeah.
Psychology. I don't know. There was it's like a pyramid. Trading is 60%. There's different ratios for different people, but the one I know is trading psychology is. Trading is 60% trading psychology, 30% money management, and 10% strategy.
Yeah, sure.
So that's 60% that a lot of people are struggling with right now. I think that's the problem, that people are able to create a product out of it and be like, actually, we're going to teach trading psychology at the seminar. But how do you actually teach trading psychology? I know you can give like some sort of a blueprint, but truth be told, it's based on what you said right now, is that you need to be there active.
Yeah, all the time. Because one thing that I've also noticed is that we tend to think that we know something, and at the end of the day, you realize that we know nothing, because traders are more focused on the skill, and I think that's where they get it wrong. A skill can contribute to a certain extent.
Yeah.
For example, let's say you're an engineer, right? You come in as an engineer and you want to do some consulting work. You are hired as an engineer. This is what you have to do, blah, 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 blah. And at the time where you should be executing your description, something goes wrong at site. Now, do you realize that now, without the condition and the environment, you are actually a nobody? Because your skill can help you to a certain extent. Because if you don't have a condition, if you don't have conditions and you don't have the environment, you are as good as nothing. So people normally focus on the skill. I have the skill. Your skill will not get you anywhere. We still have people with skills, they're still unemployed. A lot of people say, I'm skilled. You watch sports, soccer, skilled young guys, they're still playing in the wood. Because the skill is not enough. You understand? It's all about the condition and the environment. The reason why you're having people in the wood that have a lot of skills and are not exposed to a lot of things is because of the environment. First thing is the environment. And when you talk about the environment now, in the world of finance, capital will always play a role. Because capital has a relationship with returns.
Sure.
Returns cannot cheat on capital, and capital will always, and guys hear this, capital will always follow where it's having good returns. No good returns, capital will always find a way to go. That's why we don't have a lot of people, having capital, because they're thinking, if I have money, if I have 10,000 rand, I start trading, I think I'm going to be good. And that's where they get it wrong.
Okay.
Yeah, because they have a mentality that I'm employed by myself. Because we love this thing. As traders, especially South Africans, I work for myself. I don't care about 9 to... And I think that is a wrong mentality. You understand? Because like I said in our previous episode, the people that you see doing 9 to 5, it's not like they're crazy. It's not like they don't know what they're doing. They actually created the platform for you at the end of the day. You're breaking about you being a trader and you not having 9 to 5. But do you know that it takes somebody who's doing 9 to 5 to create a platform for you?
Okay.
So if it wasn't for that 9 to 5, you wouldn't even have support. 24-hour support. You understand what I mean?
Yeah.
So we normally look down on these people. We look down on the environment. We look down on the conditions and think, I have a skill. I don't need to work for anybody. And let me tell you this. The minute you start having capital, you work for capital. And the scary part is that you work for capital, but you are the one who should take care of the capital. And if capital will find a way to leave, it will leave you. That's why today we find people having money, tomorrow they have nothing.
Yeah.
You know, because capital has a monogamous relationship with returns. It's a one-way commute. It finds a way to go. As long as you don't know how to handle it, it will go. Say, for instance, I give you, I don't know if I should say dollars. Let's use dollars. Guys, we're international, by the way.
Yes. But soon we must be using breaks now.
Yeah, that's a good one there. That's a good one there. Let's say I give you $10 million. Do you know that a lot of people are going to measure you on the $10 million?
Okay.
They're going to say, fine, this is Mr. Tembane. He has how much? He has $10 million. And what are you generally going to do? You are thinking that you are worth $10 million. But you are not actually worth $10 million. You are worth 10 million divided by 12.
Okay.
So you have to break it down for us to know how much it's going to take you to blow that 10 million. For us to understand how much you are worth. So if you say 10 million divided by 12, then we know how much you are worth on a monthly basis.
Okay.
So it goes back to capital. I deposit 10,000 rands and I'm thinking that I'm going to make 100% return. That's how a lot of people measure it. I have 10,000 rand. I put it in a trading account. I expect to make this amount at the end of the day. And that's where we get it wrong. It's conditions at the end of the day. We will have margins. We will have projections to say, I anticipate, and guys, this is a good language to use as a trader. I anticipate to make at least 25% of the actual capital. I anticipate. You don't know. You don't control conditions. Here, a lot of people, you are a trader. Why should you be doing this? Why don't you get into the market? What if the market doesn't offer me opportunities? What then should I do? If the market doesn't offer me opportunities the whole month, that means I'll be broke for that month. My business won't make money that month. So you see, it goes back to what? The conditions and the environment.
Yeah.
That's why we have a lot of people, they have FOMO, they come in and they're thinking that as long as I have the market, I will just make the money now. I withdraw. That's why they want same day withdrawals. And yeah,
that is so true.
Yeah,
That is so true.
Yeah.
And you, I think this is where, how can I put it? Yeah, don't get me wrong. As a business right now, from a broker's perspective, now there's pressure to offer same day withdrawals because it's a selling point.
Exactly.
It's a selling point for them because now as a trader, you make 20K now, you want the 20K in your bank account now. And I think what that does to the psychology right now, it affects, it negatively affects people's psychology.
Yeah.
And how people can't function properly because right now I made 10K on the market right now and I want the 10K in my bank right now. And then you wonder why it's an issue right now when brokers are B-book. Because a B-book broker, they have the money right there on hand. Immediately. So it makes it very easy for them to put that money in your account. Same day. And I'm not against same day withdrawals. I mean, if it's a big company and they can afford to be like, okay, no, we sent the order straight to the liquidity provider, but we still have, so we're able to pay back because we know you made that on the liquidity provider, with the liquidity provider, and we're able to replenish that because we know we're going to pay you, money's going to come back here. And I'd like to believe it's a process. It's not things that happen instantly.
I agree with you 100%. That's why we normally think that the money is always there to be made. Have you noticed that a lot of people think there's money to be made? As long as the market is there, I will make money. You know, that's, according to me, that's a wrong mentality.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a wrong mentality. Because who says as long as the market is there? First of all, before the market, there's you.
Okay.
And really, as a day trader, guys, day trading is self-employment. Without you, there's no work.
That's true.
Without you, there's no money coming in or coming out.
Yeah.
So you are actually a trader and an accountant. They are more or less the same. Self-employment, a lawyer and a trader, they are more or less the same thing. Unless if we're now going to get into instrumentation.
Okay.
To use instruments that will trade for us while we are not there.
Okay.
Now that's when we are scaling into the business. But if you look at it this way, people blow money quickly because they're thinking that the same way they made it, they want to make it again. So if I made it this way, I'm going to make it away. I'm going to make it again that particular way. And it's not really the case. That's why a lot of new traders, when they start, they make money. A lot of new traders make money.
And that is the worst thing that can happen to a trader.
Because now that's when you're going to call auntie, malome, mom's pension, because it worked out.
Yeah.
A lot of new traders, because why? Because I was asking myself, why when they start, they are making money? Because they are not having a lot of things attached to them. They haven't seen the money before. So the minute now they get into the system, and I'll call it the system. Once they get into the system, they're like, okay, I made this much last month. They start planning based on what they've made. Since I made 10K last month, now let me get a place to stay. I'm going to rent. My rental is 4,000. I'm going to buy groceries. Because they plan based on how much they made when they started. Right? When they get into the system, it's month 2 now. They are trading again to say, I still have that 10K. I remember I flipped it last month. So it has to happen, right? When they are on the 24th, 25th, 26th, you find that they haven't made even 10%.
Sure.
That's when pressure comes in. The landlord needs your money for rent. That's where they make stupid mistakes. Because of the pressure now is coming in. Guys, never plan with money that is not yet in your bank account. I never make that. I will never make that mistake ever. Yeah. If it's not in your bank account, it doesn't belong to you. And the money that you start trading with, it doesn't belong to you. It belongs generally to the business. Okay. And like I always preach this thing. Get a salary.
True.
Get a salary, guys. Please find a way to put the salary in your bank account on a monthly basis. That way, I think a lot of things will be easy. Ghost, you want to come in?
I'm just listening to you. I'm learning so much.
Is it? I'm glad you are.
Yeah. You spitting bars.
Bars.
Spitting bars.
Yeah. Okay, so you spoke about something, and I think I've also had this conversation with someone. I don't know, in one of the interviews.
Yeah.
How can I put this? Money coming in. So okay, so you see, one of the phrases you use, I think, money that's coming that you've never seen before. Yeah. And I think that kind of messes with a lot of people's psychology, trading psychology, so much, because right now you are gonna make 100K you've never seen in your life, and you're gonna see 100K. That's like your parents' pension there, that they worked several years from, and you were able to make that in a short period of time. Yeah. So my question now is, how does one come to a point of, and we're talking about scaling up now, because right now we kind of need to find the balance between the two, money coming in and scaling up. Yeah. What is the correct way to, because right now, let's say I've got 5K. Yeah. Now I need to scale up that 5K somehow. And that's the beauty about the industry, That is the beauty about the industry, is that where it allows us to be able to make lots of money. But now to make the lots of money, now kind of goes over into the psychology side, your psyche. Whereas now you kind of need to sit there and be like, okay, now I've got 100K. I've never seen 100K in my life. And that's where the stupid mistakes come on. But then you're going to find somebody say, I've got 5K, but I need to scale this up.
Yeah.
Is there a correct way to scale up?
I think so, but I think the duration is what is important.
Okay.
I can scale up, but the duration.
Yeah.
I can make 100% return of 5K, but for how long will it take me? It's possible, but the duration is the tricky part. I want to scale up on the 5K duration. How long will it take me to scale up that 5K? So I think if you can answer the question of duration, then it will be easy to know how it's done, right? Because you look at the distance now. Okay, let's say it's 5K. Your anticipated margin on that is how much? First of all, projected profit on the 5K, first of all, is how much? So if I start with 5K now and say, all right, I want to make 25, and you make realistic returns. 25% for me always makes sense because I'm going to measure it with hedge funds, most hedge funds, but hedge funds is generally 25% on yearly basis.
That's true.
So 25 divided by 12, then you see that these guys are not making so much in a month. So excuse me, if I make 25%, and this is how I like doing it with my own funds, I like at least making 25% of my capital. That's how, there's a clip that is on Instagram where I say you're not gonna make money. Remember that one? You're not gonna make. Hey, a lot of people attacked me and said this guy.
People are not happy.
People were not happy with that, and I think they misunderstood me. Right? This is not Betway, guys. This is not your gonna get Betway and what? It's Betway and what's the other one? Hollywood Bets.
Yeah, Hollywood Bets. So yeah, those online betting.
You understand?
Yeah.
This is pure business. Minute you start saying I'm a trader, then you must understand that you are now starting a business. So the reason why people are angry at me by saying you're not gonna make money, I was not saying that it's impossible to make money, but I was already telling you your future because I've been there. I know. Sometimes just the guys, people that I've got years in this industry, trading this, so experience that I have, I thank God for that experience because I'm speaking these things because of what I've been through. So I already know the future, that if you make 100% return in one day, there's a high chance that you're going to blow that in 1 hour. So how you make money is not important, but how you keep the money and how you make a little out of how much you put in, that's what is important. I'm not interested in returns that comes in 100% basis, 200%, and no. If I can keep the money and make a little out of it, then that's a business for me. Because if now we are having a Top Trader Cup, right? Guys, this will be sold soon, right? You need to prepare yourself.
Yeah.
We are scaling now. How much does it cost me to produce a cup? That will be the ultimate question if I start a cup business. If this costs me $10, then what will be my margin on it? And I say, okay, fine, I'm gonna put a markup. I can tell you now, if I put 100% markup on this, there's a possibility that I might be against market price. So if it's $10, it costs me $10 to make. Let me try at least 50%, which is like 5 rands. And with the profit that I'm going to make, if I want to grow the business, that means I don't have to spend that 5 rand. I need to keep it somewhere so that now I don't have to buy. This doesn't cost me $10 anymore. It costs me at least $7 because I'll be buying in bulks.
Yeah.
So if you buy in bulks, that's how it gets cheaper, right? So going back to your 5K question, if I have 5,000 right now and I'm starting a trading business, the question will be the duration, as I said, and my anticipated profit on this and my anticipated loss. Because trading is all about P&L.
Let's talk about that.
Yeah.
Anticipated loss.
Yeah, anticipated
Nobody
loss.
wants to get into the trading business and anticipate that they're going to lose money.
Exactly. So I need to know that, okay, if I put 5,000 now, if things don't go my way,
come on.
That will be if things don't go my way, because I approach every execution of my trade as I'm very, and some people say, but you are too negative.
Mm-hmm.
I handle my trades in a very negative manner. Before I execute, I'll say, what would go wrong? What could go wrong? That way I'm prepared. I don't want to see myself 40,000 feet above the skies and say, what should I do now? I need to know before I take off. That's why if you compare trading and aviation, it's more or less the same thing. Pilots and traders are more or less the same. Because pilots are very instrumental.
Okay.
Same as traders are very instrumental. A skilled trader will focus more on instrumentation and data, not sight. So the problem is we have sight too much. You're seeing it goes against you. I've seen it before. I know it might go my way. Now you are using sight. But if you apply data, instrumentation, then you know that if it does not go my way, I've already put something that can protect me in place. So with the 5K, I can lose something. And how much am I willing to lose? Because if you want to make 25% of 5, or every trade, they normally say what? It's better to lose 1% for every trade.
Yeah.
Let's take that example for once. If it's 5,000, how much is 1% of 5,000?
Yeah.
So we're saying 5,000 rands, right?
Yeah.
How much is 1% of 5,000? It will be obviously.
Is it 50 rand? No.
No.
Is it 50 rand?
Yeah, $50.
50
Is it $50? No.
That's your shy.
Yeah, no, it can't be. $50 will be 10%.
Now people are gonna be like,
$50.
It's 50.
It's $50, huh?
Yeah.
1%.
1%.
Okay, fine. So
well, MJ is not used to dealing at the percentage 35,000.
Come on. So if I'm anticipating to make now return of 2%, that means I have to make $100 per trade. Right? But if I lose my first trade, I lose that 1%, I'm now sitting on how much? 4,950. So that means now I cannot anticipate now or calculate my projected risk on 5,000. It has to be on 4,950.
So risk management, basically.
Risk management, but in a smart way.
In a smart way. Okay.
Yeah. Because somebody loses 50% of his account and is still calculating on 5K.
Oh, yeah.
And that's where they get it wrong.
Oh, adjustment to risk management.
Exactly.
And I've never thought about it that way.
People lose it there. You know, when I always use this term, capital calculated risk. If it goes down, then I must adjust to it. I must adapt to it. Adjustment and adaptation to it. If I adapt to how much I've already lost, then it will make sense.
And that way, it won't, like mentally, it won't affect you as much because you had already prepared yourself for it.
That's it. I think Ghost was supposed to be a trader. Full-time. Full-time.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a powerful point. If you can put it here, that it's already gone.
Okay, but on the upside of that, let's say, okay, my risk is okay. So right now we're talking about adjustment to risk now. So I make profit. Now I'm sitting on 5.5. Do I adjust my risk to 5.5 or do I still continue on 5K?
That's a very good question. So the better way to do it still on the 5K when you win. If you lose, do it on a drawdown. When you win, keep it on the capital that you put in.
But now, because, okay, if we're looking at the 4.950, 1% of that obviously becomes 49 Rand 50.
Yeah.
Now the account keeps going down. Now your risk is 48 Rand, 45 Rand, 42 Rand.
Yeah.
Does that not limit a person?
Yeah, no, it does.
Okay.
And it's called the cost of doing business.
Okay.
Because a lot of people don't want limitation. That's a very good question. it's not a nice feeling, because you continuously seeing your money going down, and you're adjusting. And for you to come back, it's gonna be difficult, because now the money is going down.
Even the profit that you need to take from it is also going down.
Exactly.
If you're using a proper risk to reward.
Yeah. But still, it's gonna be affected as well. If you go for 1:2, it's gonna be affected. Now, your projected profit now, it won't be. Remember, we said $100. Now it won't be $100 anymore. Maybe it can be 90. 1:2. Losses determine your future. Write it down, guys. Losses will always determine your future. If you have a loss, then that means you know your future. Yeah, you wanna come in, Ghost?
I wanted to ask you about sustaining. So I need to the goal is to scale up, right? And you said most people rush into it by, making, let's say, 10 grand from trading, and then, they want to get an apartment and everything. So would you say, regarding duration, that if they actually took the time to sort of like see if they can be consistent with the same method of trading that they're using? So for example, if it worked for them the one time, then from the next 6 months, they can, see if that method works out for them. And then with the profit that they make from it, they can, put it in other things. And that way their money can keep making more money instead of, spending it.
Remember the money. Remember the money that you make, it doesn't belong to you at the end of the day. You take some, leave some.
Yes.
So if you made this much, you take some. Remember, I spoke of salary. Take some and leave some for rainy days. It's gonna rain. I'm telling you.
100%.
It's definitely going to rain.
Yeah.
So it doesn't belong to you at the end of the day. So I like what you're saying. Now you know that you have data for 6 months, and you're like, I'm comfortable with this system. It's working. But what if it doesn't work for the next coming 6 months?
Yes. So how do you?
Then you can't go back. You can't go back to the 5K.
Yeah.
You go back to the sum of the money that you put aside.
Yeah. Okay. So then how do you scale up?
It's gonna take you years.
Take MJ off the podcast. People don't want to hear that.
I know a lot of people will say, but this guy is talking nonsense. I know.
Nobody wants to hear that.
But at the end of the day, guys, it's the truth. I'm telling you, it's the truth. For any business to scale up, it took them years.
Yeah.
Took them years. You cannot make it in a short space of time. Every time you win a trade and you don't know how you won it, then you should worry. Because you don't have a future. You must understand how I made this money. I made this money because I applied 1, 2, 3. It goes back to sight again. I almost quoted the scripture. Sight again. Sight, guys. Data, statistics. Trading is pure science. Trading is it's science. It's science. If you don't understand method of science, then it's gonna be difficult for you to be a professional trader. That's why I was explaining instrumentation. Pilots don't actually know. If a pilot is in OR Tambo, he does not know exactly where New York is. He'll just work on instruments. The instruments will tell him what to do based on statistical data. He can't just say, okay, I know where I'm going. Above those clouds, I go right. You understand? Statistics at the end of the day. Conditions, environment at the end of the day. So what makes it difficult now is you're looking at statistics, you're looking at data, you're looking at conditions. Depending on the type of country you are in, you're fighting against inflation like us South Africans here. Inflation is killing us. So basically inflation is just economy stealing money from us. I didn't say the government. Economy stealing money from us. Because we make money. The money that you make today is not going to be worth that much in the next coming 2 years. Right? So if you know that I make, because you can never know how much you make a month. That one cannot happen. If somebody tells you that, guys, I don't know. I have anticipated targets. But I don't know if I'm gonna achieve them. At times I can even go more than that. That's why it goes, there's bonuses. If you go to a hedge fund now, if they did well for the past, they look at their P&L, they're like, for the past 12 months we did well. They're like, okay, fine. You guys deserve a bonus. You must also get a bonus. You remember you're employed by capital. Employment comes from capital. That's why they say people who come into Africa, they capitalize because they see gold. You see a wristwatch. They take the same gold. They go to Switzerland. They create the watch. They sell it back to you. Capital. We are employed by capital.
Capital is the real boss.
Capital is the real boss. Let's look at Top Trader, for example. We are in industry chat right now.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, even if you can go to CIPC and you see someone's name there, at the end of the day, that person is just a representative. The channel is employed by people who bring forth money. Because if there is no capital, there is no business.
That is true.
You understand? That's why you have a lot of people. I registered a business. I have a business, PTY Limited. What is it generating? Nothing for now. You're just a representative of that your PTY Limited business. But the one who's in charge is the one that is putting forth the money. So if you are a trader and you cannot take care of the money that you put in there, I'm telling you, it will find a way to go out. It will find a way to go out. That's why a lot of money that goes out, from traders, we normally find it in clubs, strip clubs, beer halls, and it finds a way to come out because we treat it as an investment scheme, but we don't see that capital at the end of the day. That's why somebody who has $1 million, he won't go to the bank and say, this is the capital. Then no, that's not capital. Because it's not controlled by you, it's controlled by the bank. That's not capital. The main purpose of capital is to give you returns based on how you treat it. So if it goes to the bank, then you don't have powers over it. You will just wait. Then that's investment. That's not capital.
Yeah.
So we are all employed by capital, however you want it.
Yeah. Sure. Just on the capital, you made a statement. You spoke about profit, and I think there's an art to chowing profit.
Yeah.
You don't just make profits and eat it. And I think it was based on that episode with the foreign affairs. That whole analogy of selling sweets and
the other one, uzokhula kanjani udla imali ye-profits.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I think there's an art to chowing profit because we still, I'm guessing we're going to stay on 5K for the sake of this episode. We're still on the 5K, you make 100%, you still got another 100%. Now, I think right now where a lot of people tend to lose it is that 5K is meant to be chowed in full. That extra 5K is meant to be chowed in full. And I think right now, because right now your plan says your trading plan says your balance there on your trading plan says 5K every month. You're trading 5K every month. And now, and this is where scaling up is so important because you can't be chowing that 5K of profit, that 100% profit, just because you made it month in. Now next month you've only got 5K. Then I guess you might as well just stop trading.
Yeah.
For real. Unless you reinvested that 5K somewhere towards the business of trading to make your trading better. If it's going towards the business, it makes sense. But if you're chowing the 5K in places that are not going to give you returns, and I think that's where a lot of people have it wrong. It's like the profit is meant to be chowed. And it's not meant to be chowed like that.
Yeah.
Meant to invest it, cool, go invest it.
Yeah.
At least somewhere down the line that profit you made 12 months ago is going to come back as, as profit on top of profit, compounding. Compounding, basically, like you understand?
Yeah.
So I think a lot of people really are kind of lost in that thing of, hey man, I made 5K this month, I made 5K the next month, I made another 2.5 the other month. And now it's just like, but by the time where they get it wrong is that 5K out trader, the 5K they used to trade, is the same 5K all those months. So you basically, if you're chowing all the profit on unnecessary things,
Yeah.
you're just staying here on one level.
Exactly.
You are not going anywhere. Just because you made 5K, 2.5, 12.5 now.
Yeah.
When you look back, like, yeah, no, I made profit past 3 months, 12.5.
Yeah.
I made 225% profit
Yeah.
in 3 months.
Mm.
But when you look there, it's like, what did you do with the 225% profit? Gone.
Gone.
You can't even point at something and say, hey.
Mm.
Yeah, you can point at stuff. I bought shoes, I bought that. But if the shoes are not going to serve you,
So you're consistently breaking even, basically.
every month you're just trading to break even. I mean, I
Yeah.
think
Yeah.
you might as well just stop trading because, like,
Yeah.
what's the point? You're just there to break even.
Do you guys think a lot of this is inspired by the lifestyle or the trading lifestyle?
Yeah.
Because, I mean, you see the restaurants that people go to and, you know, the clubs and everything, the cars, yes. But that mindset of you have to spend the money, is it also because you have to prove that, oh, I'm making money from trading. See, I'm at, you know, Santon. Look where I am. I'm eating this, whatever. Is it all inspired by the lifestyle?
I think when we see people do that, I don't think people are spending profits. It's marketing.
Well,
It's
yes.
marketing. Because remember, I have a cost to sell. I've got signals to sell. I've got psychology trading cost to sell. So I have to make it look as. That's why South Africa doesn't have a lot of traders. It has a lot of influencers. It's marketing. They don't mind spending that because they're marketing themselves.
But I think the problem is me, when I come in, I see that and I go ahead and I do exactly the same thing. So I think, wouldn't it be better if traders sort of inspired people to like invest and rather make more money out of the profits that they're making instead of spending for a lifestyle that
But that's
doesn't
boring.
make them any
That's
more
boring.
money?
Then that's not trading according to South African society.
That's boring. Yes, that is correct.
It's
I
boring,
fully.
but how are you going to get rich?
No, the thing is, I think people have made trading seem so exciting. Trading is not that exciting.
Yeah.
It's not that exciting.
Yeah.
Yes, it's fun to be able to analyze the market if you love it, if you have a passion for it. Yes, just like even a lawyer walking into a courtroom, if they love what they're doing, it's exciting for them.
Yeah.
It's super exciting for them. But now when it comes to trading is boring. But even coming to the legal work that a lawyer does, that's boring. That paperwork is boring.
Yeah.
And then they get a couple hours to shine in the courtroom. But before they get to the courtroom there, what is happening before that? That amount of paperwork, preparation, and all that needs to lead to that. But for me, I personally feel like trading is boring. And you can't sell boredom.
Yeah, that's powerful.
You really can't sell boredom. Who's gonna buy into boredom? No one.
It's marketing at the end of the day.
So they gotta make it seem like, yeah, it's exciting. It's the way, you know, financial freedom, time freedom. We're doing whatever it is we want to do at our own time. Yes, but trading is boring.
And we like the word financial freedom.
Yeah, they love it so much.
But everyone wants that though.
But what is that? Because I don't think, generally you don't find people defining that. What is financial freedom?
But don't you think the population as a whole, we kind of have an understanding of each person has a personal understanding of what financial freedom means to them.
Yeah. That you don't have to do much. You can buy anything.
Yeah. But
millionaires feel broke when they see billionaires. Because they thinking, you cannot buy a jet. There's no financial freedom. Because this guy is free. He's having a jet. I have to go through a Tambo and beer and my flight will be delayed. He doesn't have to go through that. The guy is financially free. Because I don't think there is something as being free financially. I just feel like financial freedom is a state of mind. I feel free even if when I don't have money. I feel free. I feel free if I see my family. That's why I see freedom. As long as they can eat at night, I feel like I'm free because There's a meal for them. I don't have to buy a luxurious car for me to say that I'm financially free. I don't think that's the point.
Now you're stepping on people's toes there.
Guys, I told you last time, this is where I am. If you want to play, this is where you find me. And you know, if it sounds like I'm throwing shades at you guys, look, I'm just giving you my personal opinion to say that let's not be inspired by things that are not there, things that do not even exist. It's painful to see us being inspired by material, you know. And I know material at some point it can give you that thing that, look, I belong to society. I can manage to do this. I can manage. But for me, it goes back to anything that makes me happy. If it makes me happy, then I don't care what happens after that. Going back to your 5K, okay. You remember you used to buy groceries for 500. You go buy groceries, it was a lot.
Yeah.
Huh? You remember Ghosty? It was
Good
a lot.
times.
Yeah.
It's good
I think
times.
Jay's having a bad experience with groceries these days. He's the first one to share his yeah. It was a lot of money. You could buy a lot of things. But look now, 2,500. I always complain with my wife, like, let's go buy groceries. And I'll be stressed at times because I will see trolley after trolley. And I'm like, I wonder what the balance is. Imagine if you were not thinking of scaling up and you were trading, let's say 5 years ago. 5 years ago, you're still having the 5K. With the prices that have increased 5 years ago, imagine if you're still trading the same style. I make 5K, I withdraw, I chow, there's another 5K. You see now that by the time you withdraw that 5K, now it's not gonna, your 5K will mean nothing. So it will go back to what Ghost is saying, you're gonna generally break even. Because you're gonna make another 5K and like, what am I gonna spend 5K on now? Because rent will increase, petrol will increase, groceries will increase. But when now you take your 100% profit, you eat it all. Then inflation is you're going to be a puppet to inflation. Because every month, every year, something tends to increase. So you need to be smart enough as well to say that 5K cannot always be 5K. Sometimes just tell yourself, you know what, I made 100% return. I'm not going to withdraw anything. Maybe let me withdraw 500 for whatever reason, just to feel good that I worked and leave 4.5. And let's see if you can trade 9.5. Now, that means you're scaling now. Now we can talk. That means if more money comes in, you can use the same mechanism and your business can grow. Can't always take out how the 100% profit.
You know, and I think when we talk scaling up, a lot of people tend to focus on the charts. And I'm seeing that right now with me when we talk scaling up, because I've asked this question so many ways, because you always try to find out from people that, what's your strategy of scaling up? And a lot of people will be like, no, my strategy of scaling up is basically I make 200 Rand a day. Then in 6 months, I'm making 400 Rand a day and whatnot. Yes, I understand that. But truly speaking, the true scaling up happens off the charts. When you actually think about it, now it's me thinking about it now, it actually happens off the charts. Money management. You know, if you can scale up what you have in your, and I like the word, your coffers. Is it coffers? I say it right. Yeah, what you have saved up there, what you have there. I think once that reaches to a certain point, then you can look to your trading account, and that 5K can now become 7.5.
Exactly.
Because why? What you have made, the profit you have made right now, you've made enough. And guys, not enough in just 2 months, 3 months. Enough over a period of time, a lengthy period of time where you're like, okay, now I can't be stuck on 5K. We need to level up in life. Leveling up is so important. So now you can be able to say, okay, now I'm ready to go 7.5 every month.
Yeah. That's growth.
It's growth, and we need to grow. So you can't just stay there because, like you said, inflation, it happens. Cost of living, it's expensive.
Too much now. It's too much now.
So how are you going to stay on 5K all the time for the next 5 years.
Yeah.
You can't. At some point during your trading, and if you're profitable every month, you know, or if you find yourself following your rule book down to the T, and you find yourself over a period of 12 months, then actually this past year I made X amount of money. And then you're like, okay, the next year we can't stay on 5K. Now it's adjustment. Now it becomes easy to adjust right there because, right, what's happening right now, you had a profitable year. The next year you're like, okay, I can't trade 5K this year. No, let's trade 7.5. And it's easy now to say 7.5 because of what? The money management is correct. It's right. Because now the money management is, you have it on lock because why you've been making money, investing as well, but also saving money for the next year. Now you're able to be like, okay, 7.5 is your 5K from last year. Now you're able to be like easily, because right now when you're just putting 5K there, you'll find that a lot of people, 5K is literally almost all they can afford to fund with.
Yeah.
And now once you've made profit over a period of time, now you're like, okay, actually, I can afford to fund a little bit more. Even go as far as saying doubling that 5K to 10K. If you're in a good enough position to be like, hey, but if you've been able to make other sources of income as well, that's the important part that contributes to your psychology in trading. We'll get into that in a bit. You understand? So I think really scaling up based on the conversation that we're having right here, it's something that's happening off the charts.
I think that's very interesting because, you know, the other question that people will normally have is, how much is good profits? How much is enough? Because you use the word enough. How much is enough at the end of the day, right? I normally have a problem, or let me not say I have a problem, but I find it difficult to answer people who normally come to. A lot of people come to me and say, MJ, I need you to assist me with trading. I'm not profitable. But how much is profitability? I'm not profitable. How much is that? If you're saying that you are not profitable, are you not profitable, or are you not meeting targets, or the targets that you meet cannot maintain your lifestyle? Because people will always say, I'm not profitable. If it's 5K, after a month, it's 5.5. You are profitable. There's percentage adjustment there. From 5,000 is 5. That means you are making money. It's just that maybe you are not making enough money to maintain the type of lifestyle that you want. You understand? Profitability is not the amount of money that is in your account. Profitability is the percentage in which your account grows. That's profitability. Even if it's 5,020 rand, you are profitable. You understand? You're still profitable. It's just that it's not enough. According to the lifestyle that you want to live, or business operations, whatever you can call it. But, you know, I had somebody who came to me one time and was like, Ish, you know, I had this money and I don't know what happened. And I'm like, what happened? It's like, I think it was around 25,000 rand. He said, I had 25,000 rand. I made a lot of money. And I was like, how much did you make? It's like, Ish, I made like 80,000. And I was like, from the 25? It's like, yes. I said, how long? It's like 4 or 5 months. I was like, okay. So he says, I feel stuck. It's like, how are you feeling stuck? It's like, I don't have any money anymore. I blew it. I was like, okay, so you blew the 25 or you blew the profits? I was like, I can't tell. Going back to journaling. Nothing was written down whatsoever. It was just money coming in, money coming out.
You're a big fan of journaling.
Yeah, I am. And I think if I was a female, I would be 10 times better than what I am today.
Really?
Yes. As a trader.
Why is that?
Men have ego. That's why a lot of men who trades, women perform better in trading than men. I'll tell you why. Men have ego, number one. Do you know that females, they tend to journal at a very young age. Dear diary, remember? Dear diary, he broke my heart. Dear diary, you know. We don't like that. Men, we don't like that. Men, we don't like writing down our feelings. We can write numbers, but feelings we don't like writing. Because you know how men are. I listen to Jay-Z. Jay-Z says men lie, women lie, numbers don't lie. You know? Female perform better in trading than men. Because of journaling. They write down their feelings. We more afraid to write down our feelings. Men are like Kaizer Chiefs. Yeah. So when you look at the trading plan that I have, it has different sections: business operation, finance. You don't have marketing because there's nothing to market. Because my business is a day-to-day based on the market and myself.
Is this trading or is this all your businesses?
No, trading. My trading business. My trading business. Okay. Different segments.
Mind you, guys, and I think a lot of people, when MJ says trading business, he's referring to his trading.
Yeah,
right?
Not Traders Connect.
Yeah, you're referring to your personal trading.
Yeah.
Because I think a lot of people, because I get it, we always say, oh, there's trading and then there's the business side of things.
Yeah.
So I think when you say trading business, just so that people are on the same page as you, because I'm on your page.
Yeah.
I just want people to make sure they're on your same page. So when you say trading business, you're talking about your trading. Simple.
Yeah.
Do you say that because you treat your trading like a business? Is that why you call it a trading
I don't
business?
treat it like a business. It's a business.
Period.
It's a business. Your question is like, do you need to treat a baby like a baby? He's a baby. You know? So for me, in my business, I know I have different segments. Finance, I've got operations, I've got technical abilities, which is how I approach the market. Right? So I know on monthly basis, if I'm going to look at operations, I look at my P&L, right? And I'm like, okay, I made 25%. How much goes to the trader? Who's the trader? MJ Givens Kgasi. Employed by who? Capital.
Okay.
You need to pay MJ. He worked. He gave you 25%. So MJ would have a meeting before the business starts. MJ has a meeting with Capital. So remember, Capital is 5,000, right? So Capital will be sitting there on a big chair, smoking cigar, having a cognac. And MJ comes in a seat like as an employee. Then MJ comes and say, boss, I want employment. And Capital says, okay, fine. I can give you employment. But you know, if I give you employment, I want at least 25%. Then I'm going to pay you something. Then MJ talks to the boss and Capital says, okay, fine. I'm giving you me because I come in as I am, and if there's no me, there's no employment. So that's Capital coming in. MJ works. And Capital says, hey, MJ, wait. Remember, if you make, depending on the contract that we're going to have, me and you, if you make 25, it doesn't mean 25 is all yours. I've got other departments to take care of. I've got operations. I agree you need a Dell screen. Who must buy? Not MJ. Capital must buy for me a Dell screen. I agree you want internet. There's subscription at Trading View. Who must pay for that? Not MJ. MJ is employed by Capital. So out of 25, then Capital says, okay, fine. Operations, I give this much. This, I give this much. MJ, you as a trader, I give you this much. And the rest that will be left comes to me.
Back to Capital.
Back to Capital. So out of 25, Capital must also benefit. He's the owner of the business at the end of the day.
He must see a return.
So if there will not be a relationship between capital and return, there's no business. The businesses does not exist.
A lot of people need to learn from that.
Yeah. So I am employed by Capital. So I just look at the people, the way they take their money, and it's like, I deposit this much. And I'm like, this person talks about his boss like this on public platform. just put 10K and that 10K I flipped it to. I'm like, yo. You're talking about your boss like that. You understand? So why, and I don't mean to brag, guys, but why have I been one of the most consistent traders in the country, if not in Africa? It's because I understand the dynamics of business.
Yeah.
I work for capital. Capital pays me for the service rendered. I'm a trader. I work for him. He must make sure he buys things for me. You understand? There was a time my wife was moving things in our house. And I was looking at the way she was holding those Dell screens. I'm like, yeah, you want to get me? I'm like, you want to get me fired? And she doesn't get it. Son, by who? He's like, sometimes I don't understand you. Who are you working for? Who are you working for?
Yeah.
I don't ever see you going to someone and say morning boss. It's like, you will never understand. This is too deep. It's too deep. I was like, please. If you break that, I have to report to this guy. What if he's not going to buy me? How will I make that 25 return? How will you have that spinach, that mincemeat? Because it comes through who? The salary I get from who?
The capital.
Capital. And she'll say, I'm done with this. I don't you know?
Yeah.
So it's very important to understand that you're not that powerful. Yeah, and I don't mean it in a bad way.
Yeah.
Something must control you in order for you to control certain things.
100%.
The president can't do whatever he wants. Holiday. Constitution ile guy.
Hey.
Yeah. So we really need to journal most of things that we do. Feelings, and I like writing down my feelings. Yeah, I write them down. Today I was feeling like this, and one of the rules that I have is if I miss 2 trades, London session, then I can't trade London. Yeah, if I miss 2, then it's child.
Done.
Yeah.
Yeah. When do you get time to? Because I'd like to believe journaling is not nje for the journals to go there and gather dust.
Yeah.
When do you get time to read the journal? Do you read the journal?
Almost every day.
Okay.
I have to keep up. I have to keep up because I need to. It's one thing to write down how you are feeling now, right? I drank coffee, and thanks to Ghosty. Guys, Ghosty makes the best coffee ever. I just drank coffee now, ne? There's a certain energy level I get. Let me write the feeling now. I write, I'm feeling energetic, I feel like this, I feel like that. I write it down now. I can only relate to what I wrote down now based on how I feel it now. But it's going to be a total different story tomorrow when I read it and I haven't had coffee. You understand? So that's why I have to always read it. Because at times when you read it the following day and you're like, why were you angry? You understand?
I understand.
And that's when you will say, but MJ, you need to be, you need to appreciate, man. You need to appreciate because you were angry yesterday. Look, gold just gave you something. Hey guys, that gold for last time is doing very well. Eh?
Yeah, the buy.
The buy is doing very well. And I'm not yet out. By the way, it's not a financial advice.
But always
yeah, disclaimers. Mzansi here. So when you write down feelings now, you relate to them now, but when you read them the following day, they have a different effect. And that's when they become more powerful.
Yeah.
That's when you know your old self. So if you understand your old self, then you know that this might be the future me.
That's how you grow.
And that's how you grow.
Yeah.
Do you journal your life, Ghosty?
No, but I started.
Is it?
It's very healthy.
Is it? So is it on daily basis? Or?
It's on a weekly basis.
Oh, weekly basis.
Yeah.
Is it like goals or feelings
Both.
you write down?
Both.
Or both?
Both, yeah.
And gratitude.
And gratitude, yes.
That's important.
That's very,
Very
important.
That is so important.
Very important. Very important. There was a time I was feeling down. and I looked at someone who was doing very well in business, and it was on social media, and I started looking at my trading screens, and I started being grateful. That these screens, these charts have sustained my family for years.
Sure.
That's one thing I need to be grateful for.
Yeah.
It's not about what that person has. It's about what I've achieved through sitting down and figuring out the signs of trading.
That's powerful.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah. What's your favorite? Actually, I still want to camp on Capital. The boss.
Yeah.
You know, okay, so I wanna see if we can somehow bring how people act on social media. Because I liked what you say. You always look at people and be like, this is how you talk about your boss.
Yeah.
You know, can you just go a little bit into just explain what you really, really mean by that when someone's like, hey, how do you is this how you talk about your boss?
Yeah, well, look, like I always say, if you go to other industries, you will never know how much they make in terms of monetary value, but percentage-wise, that is public information. But when I Pick and Pay, if Pick and Pay now would... Pick and Pay is one of the shopping retail shops, guys, if you're not familiar with it. It's not international, it's South African. Raymond Ackerman, it's from here, I think. If you would know how much why Capitec is coming? Oh, it's month end. Sure. If you would know how much Pick and Pay made last year, you would actually see that these people made money. If they were to tell you the monetary value, they will never tell you that. But they will give you a percentage.
Yeah.
Capitec is up by 25. Pick and Pay is up by 25%, 28%, 30%, 35%. It's growing, right? But now, going back to your question, we are disclosing business information so loosely.
Come on.
You understand? And that's not something that anyone, even I don't wanna say street. Okay, even a street vendor. At times, most of them, they will never disclose how much they make. But you just see them buying apples, buying bananas. They keep the business going.
Yeah.
But they will never go out there and say, this is how much I have flipped. They will keep it to themselves because that's information for the business. That's not information. It's funny how people are so secretive about their salaries when they were having 9 to 5. And all of a sudden, when they own businesses, they disclose everything. Most of the time, it's a lie.
You said it.
Most of the time, it's a lie. Because why is it that you were earning 9.5 as a salary, all of a sudden now you're making a lot, you want to tell us, with all the crime that is going on in our country? Oh, it's a lie. Most of them, it's a lie. How do you tell people I'm in Harty BS now, and you pin it on Instagram now and say, I just withdraw this much? And you're thinking, Zanzi, we're not gonna... no. Most of the time, it's a lie.
Yeah, no, that's true.
It's a lie, I'm telling you. It's
That's
just
so
a
true.
marketing tool as well.
Yeah.
It's just a marketing tool. Trading is hard, guys. Trading is so hard.
So hard.
And we undermine that. Like, this thing is so hard. And why is it hard? Because it's something that makes us fight against ourselves.
Yeah.
That's what makes it so difficult.
And I don't recommend people to go into trading.
Yeah, no.
I remember there was a time like, yeah, no, let's go trade. But nowadays, someone's like, I want to learn how to trade. I'm like,
Apply some way.
For real. And it's not that we're trying to gatekeep trading or anything.
Yeah.
It's not even about that. I think after spending so much time in the industry, so much time talking to so many people who are involved in the industry and finding out where they truly make their money. Trading, it's not for you.
No, it's not.
It's not for you.
It's not. It's very difficult.
It's very difficult.
It's very difficult. And some will think that we are being negative.
And we're not.
No, we're not. It's just reality, guys. Guys, if you want a real show on the internet, watch industry chats. Because here we'll try by all means to be as real as we can be.
Yeah.
It's so hard to keep this business running. So hard. So hard. So we disclose business information, which is not allowed. Which is not allowed. It's not allowed. Companies don't have to disclose that. How much you make and all that. Have you noticed that when you get an employment contract, they don't normally put how much you're gonna earn a month?
Okay.
They will write it in per annum. In other words, it's your duty to figure out how much you're worth a month. But not traders. I made 10 million. And if you're smart enough, you'll divide it by 12 to figure out if you can be sustained for the next coming year. Take some, put some away. Make partnership with capital. Capital must have another friend coming in because of you. That way you'll get a bonus month when the year ends.
Yeah.
Make
capital happy.
Make capital happy. Guys, one of my, and I think I've shared with you this, Mr. Tembane. I really want to have a hedge fund. I wonder if now I can have a hedge fund one day. I think I can be Chaile in my life. I want to manage money.
Yeah.
That's one of the most interesting businesses you can ever get yourself into.
Yeah.
Managing funds, it's difficult, but it's easy money. It's difficult, but it's easy money. And we live in an era where it's so easy to make money, but extremely difficult to keep the money. It's coming, going out, coming in, going out. But I feel like we need a lot of female traders to take up and own up the space. We will learn a lot from them.
Yeah.
Because they're too emotional.
Sure. Hey, guys, and you know what's funny? Last week's episode, we joked about the psychology thing. We're like, hey, we need 3 hours here.
Yeah, we're already in an hour.
And we've passed an hour.
Are you serious?
And we're being told, Chief, we are done for the day.
Oh, is it? Capital has spoken.
Capital has spoken. Yeah.
So your trading plan, does it continuously keep changing because you keep journaling? Yeah. Does it stay the same, or has it kept changing over time based on how you've been doing and based on the records?
So it changes regularly based on ups and downs in my life.
Okay. Ups and downs in your life or in your trading?
In my life.
Okay, please.
Remember last time I spoke about not sleeping enough?
Yeah. And you weren't trading.
Yeah. And it was just
with the tooth thing.
With the tooth thing.
Yeah.
Do you know that after that statement, because I watch industry chat. Who doesn't? After watching that, I had to adjust my trading plan and say every time I'm sick, no trading, and I need to give myself off days. And I got approval from capital. So it has to change. So for me, that was a down for me because I was living with pain. So that's why I had to change. If I get a new business, I want to increase on that. When I had a second child, I had to reduce I had to go to capital and ask him for less working hours because I need to spend time with my second born and the entire family. So it will continuously change based on what is happening around me.
That's so true.
Yeah. And also remember, you must also don't forget market conditions as well. Yeah, there'll be times where you know that during that time it's like the things that we have faced. COVID was there. At times you will have the G20 meeting running for the whole week or the whole month, and there's uncertainty. So you can just make a bit of adjustment and say, I won't be trading this because of 1, 2, 3. And yeah.
This thing is hard, eh?
Hey, man.
It requires a lot of work, eh?
I don't know how many books I have of myself.
And not personally on my side, I know I've got goals for next year. I'm looking at the smile there. We're still talking. I've got goals for next year with my trading, and I've been preparing. Starting now, and I'm not doing anything on the charts because why? I've got different goals. My goals have changed, and I'm preparing for next year and the work that's going into that.
Yeah.
It's so hard.
So hard.
It's so, and I think this is the part, like, it's what we say. And I tell people, it's like, you want to get into trading? Well, be prepared to sacrifice more than you want to. Be prepared to treat this as if though you're going to school for 3-4 years. Because people don't want to do that.
Yeah.
They want to take a 1-day seminar there.
Yeah.
And they finished. Done.
Yeah.
Get it trader. Next time they're selling courses.
Yeah.
You know,
From
like,
baby peeps.
Like, this thing is so hard. And fair day, we know the industry needed to be sold somehow. I think we're past that stage now. Let's actually get to the real depth of things. Let's get trading proper. Let's get learning. Let's spend time, put in the 10,000 hours.
Yeah.
People don't even respect that 10,000 hours. People don't respect that anymore. And yes, we understand it's because of how it's been sold, but people don't respect 10,000 hours when it comes to trading. Spend 10,000 hours on the chart. When you look at that and you break down the 10,000 hours, it's like, it's too much time.
Exactly.
And there's a reason why you need to spend 10,000 hours on a certain thing to become really, really good at it, to become a master of it in your own right.
Powerful. How much hours do people have? I think people need to do this. How much hours do you have? But most would not even know how much they have because it's not recorded.
Yeah. Sure.
It's not recorded.
Hi guys, there's a part 2 coming. I see Valela.
Yeah, no, I think we'll have part 2. Guys, I want to leave you with this. Trading is beyond market execution. It's way beyond that. To execute is one thing, but to keep in the game is also another thing.
So much work goes into just pressing 2 buttons.
Yeah.
Buy or sell.
Yeah. Or limit. Sell stop, buy stop, news coming.
Yeah. But so much just goes into that. Just either going up or down.
Yeah.
So much goes into that.
Yeah.
Hey, MJ,
Now we won't finish. Because when you are sitting next to your screen, when you are trading, they normally say what? People who don't know.
Yeah.
Did you make money? Did you make money? And it's not about that. Yeah, they'll say, no, I didn't. What were you doing staring at the screen every day, the whole day? They don't understand that was the actual work.
Yeah.
Yeah. The execution is bonus. Yeah.
There's so much we didn't get into.
Yeah. Now we'll do part 2. I think let's do part 2 one other time.
Just to leave you with a statement from, by the way, one of my favorite books is Trading in the Zone.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You see there.
Yeah.
It's the epitome. Did I say that correct? Hey, somebody correct
Epitome, yes.
of trading psychology. That book, Trading in the Zone.
Yeah.
By Douglas.
Douglas, yeah.
The consistently successful trader that you want to become doesn't exist yet. And on that note,
we're out.
Thank you guys. We'll see you guys same time, same place next week.
Cheers.